Report on the Bearfoot Miniatures. Why can I never say Bearfoot Miniatures? Yeah. The Bearfoot Miniatures channel. I'm joined today by Rich.
Hi. And
we're going to be playing Ogre Kingdoms versus Rich's.
High Elves.
Yeah. So it's the first time for both. I suppose they're all first times for these in the old world at the moment. But we thought we'd just get a legacy army, and Rich had High Elves, so I sort of jumped at the idea to get Rich on playing that army. So today we're going to be playing Breakthrough, which means we calculate our unit strengths or our army unit strengths at the start of the game. When that reaches 25%, our army just breaks and goes, and that's the game over. Other than that, it's just unlimited turns.
So the deployment zones for this game are 9 inches from the sides and 15 inches onto the table, giving us 18 inches apart. Now, I didn't notice at the time, but Richard actually used his entire deployment zone. So victory to me! I don't think it actually had too much impact on the game. He could have just moved their first turn, looking at his first turn that he did. So I'm just going to continue editing it. Hopefully we can all forgive him, because it's his second game of fantasy ever, and I don't think he was trying to cheat to gain unfair advantage or something.
So basically, we're a little bit closer than a normal game.
Yeah.
Where we would be 24 inches apart. So Rich, I'll go over my army first. I'm feeling in that sort of mood today. Normally I'd let you go first as the guest.
Okay. But you know what you're doing.
Well, we'll see, won't we? So I've got a Tyrant with an Iron Fist heavy armour, and I've got the Ogre Blade and Talisman of Protection on him. Okay. So that means he'll have a 5-up ward.
Yep.
So yeah, I've got the Ogre Blade. That's basically a great weapon that strikes at initiative.
Yep.
That does D3 wounds.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I've got a Bruiser who's a BSB with the Cannibal Totem, so that gives all of my unit a 5-up regen, but I can only pursue 1d6.
Okay.
I've got an Iron Fist, heavy armour, great weapon, Talisman of Protection. I've then got a Butcher with additional hand weapon, Butcher's Cauldron, and level 2. I got spells Arcane Urgency. I was thinking Conveyance. Yeah, it's a Conveyance Arcane Urgency. So that means if I've already moved, I can move again on a 10+. And I've got Troll Guts, which is like the signature spell that gives me either +1 or +2 toughness within 15 inches. I've got a star of 8 Iron Guts with full command and veteran. That is where my BSB and Tyrant are going to be, because I just wanted a hard unit to just be able to run into Rich and see what he does about it. I've got a unit of 4 Bulls with full command or with Iron Fists, and Iron Fists are these shield or additional hand weapon items that Ogres get. So that'll mean my standard Bulls there are on a 5-up because they've got light armour.
Yep.
And Iron Fist. I've then got 3 Bulls with full command additional hand weapons, and that's where the Butcher with the Cauldron will be going.
Right.
I've got 4 Lead Belchers with a Champion, Musician and Veteran. They essentially have 2 shots now, one of which is a 24-inch range, strength 5, AP -2. On the flip side of that, I've got a multiple shot thing that isn't multiple shot. So I just roll, it's 18 inches, I can move and shoot at -1 as normal with it. And if I hit, it then multiplies into D3 hits.
Right, okay.
So I don't get the -1 for multiple shots. It's like the sort of counteraction of that. I've got 2 more Van Cavalry, one of which is a Champion, 1 Standard Bearer. They've got great weapons and heavy armour. I've got an Iron Blaster, which is basically a mobile cannon with a Rhinox on the front, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. Horrible to deal with in combat because it's also an Ogre and a Rhinox, so pretty solid. And then a Gorger, which is an unbreakable Ogre with Swift Stride, essentially. And
yep.
I could ambush that, but I've chosen to place it down on the board so I can just sprint it up and hopefully just be there all the time rather than Rich just turning round after I've ambushed and hosing me down with repeater bolt throwers. Yeah, so Rich, what is your army?
Okay, so I've got the High Elves. I've got a Prince on a Moon Dragon, the Middle Dragon,
Yes.
And he's got full plate and the Dragon Helm and a Talisman of Protection, which I think gives him a 5-up pretty much.
Right, okay.
And he's got the Blade of Leaping Gold as well, which gives you a load of extra attacks. And any 6s are AP2.
Right, okay.
Which is
okay. So he's not got any AP
I
standard.
think I think it's
I might
normal.
have mine as well. But
I don't think it has, but yeah. So that's my general. I've got a level 4 mage, who's got a talisman of protection as well, and he's got the something silvery wand, so it gives him an extra spell.
Right, okay.
So he'll have 5 spells. He's got 4 from high magic, and he's in with my Phoenix Guard. I've got 15 of them with full command. I've got 16 sword masters with full command.
Yeah, and you've chosen to rank these up in long units rather than having 3 ranks of 5.
Yeah, I've got 8x2 on both of them.
Yeah.
And then my big unit spearmen that I've got full command is 18 of them, and they're actually in 3 ranks of 6.
Yeah, well, it makes a bit more sense. They're not going to do as many wounds because they're like spear infantry.
Yeah.
And then you can at least get that static combat res. Right, so then you've got your silver helm?
Yeah, I've got 8 silver helms, again with full command. I've got 2 units of 10 archers that have just got light armour.
Yeah, have you got a musician or anything in there?
No, the archers are just 10 archers in each. And then I've got 2 repeater bolt throwers on their hill.
Yeah, which hopefully we won't see for long. If you do like watching the Old World Battle Reports, don't forget to do all the YouTubey stuff like, comment, and subscribe. If you really like it, there is a Patreon link below where you can get yourself early access to videos, dice, access to the Discord, and podcast versions of the Tuesday Talkies. And with that, we'll see you in the game. So we've got our armies lined up. Rich, you finished deploying first.
Yep.
So you're going to get +1 for the roll to go first. Oh, you beat a 2, eh?
Hey, I'll go first.
Right, and we'll get into High Elves, turn 1. It's turn 1. Rich, you start of turn sub-phase.
My Archmage is going to try and do Walk Between Worlds, which is a level 10. And it means I get the reserve move, which won't matter because I'm marching,
Yes.
but the ethereal can only be hurt by magic.
Yeah.
I'm reliably informed. So I'm a level 4.
So you 2d6, add your wizard level. So no. No miscast though.
No, starts with me to go on though. So literally these are just going to march forward the 10.
So just straight forwards.
To about there.
Okay.
That's that. So yeah, these guys are just going to reform and just turn as they were.
Yeah, and that's just pivoting around the central axis.
Yeah.
I'm on bated breath waiting for that dragon to fly somewhere, really.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to go, because he can get, he's 10, isn't it? He can go. So if
We can go 20 because he can march the 20.
Yeah, well, I just want to go, I'm just going to go a little bit and turn at the end,
Okay.
effectively. So whether that's a march or a fly or whatever.
Yeah. So Richie's dragon flies to here, confusing me slightly. Next on his other side, we've got the spearmen,
I think
the silver helms.
everyone else is just going to stay where they are.
Oh, really?
Because I don't really know what I'm doing, and they look quite scary. I don't think there's any future in getting much closer.
Well, I have got like quite the horde centred around here.
Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous about him, because he looks...
He's unbreakable. He's no really any more threat than anyone else, other than the fact he's quite fast because he's got swift stride and he's unbreakable.
Yeah. But I think other than that, it's just going to be doing some shooting, because I can't do any shooting magic because I marched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or magic missiles.
Magic, yes, yeah. So I think it's just going to be a case of shooting various things into those horrible looking units over there.
Right.
So we'll probably take measure. So I think the bolt throwers that are 48-inch range,
Yeah.
I think are just going to start going to this really big, nasty.
Yeah.
So
And
I
can
think-
that one on that side? Yeah.
I
'cause you
think
can see
so. I think both can see.
At least one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go for the multiple shots
Okay.
on each. So I'll do the first one, the D3 plus 3. So 5 shots.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s because it's long range and
Long range in multiple shots. Yeah.
1, brilliant.
Strength 4, toughness 4.
So wound on a 4. Oh,
It
so
does.
6 is AP 1 plus armor bane, so
Yeah.
-2.
So I've got heavy armor,
Yeah.
so that's ignored. But also I've got the cannibal standard, or the cannibal something,
Yep.
the standard of cannibalism, and that gives me a 5 up regen.
Okay.
No, I take a wound.
Okay, I'm going to do
Useless.
the very same thing with the next bolt thrower. So
Right.
the D3. Oh,
Oh, 6 total shots.
so hitting on 5s. One again. Brilliant.
You're doing really well with this one.
A wound.
Yeah, it wounds.
-1 though.
Exactly the same. Or actually, no, it's a 6 up, 5 up. So I don't take a wound.
Right, and then I will go with my archers in the middle here.
Is that against the same target?
It is, yeah.
So they've got 30 in trained longbows. They will definitely be in long range.
Yeah, and hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, yeah, because of the ballistic skill 4. With the -1, yeah.
Yeah, so that's about right.
Your strength 3 though,
Yeah,
so you'll be
5s.
wounding on 5s, yeah.
And armor bane again, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, so 1 with no.
And I've got a 5 up, 5 up for my heavy armour and regen. It's fine.
And then I'm going to do the same thing here with these guys, who I think they can all see. I think.
Into the gut star again?
You tell me if you think he.
Yeah, which one are you firing at?
The same unit. So I think
let's
everyone
just
can
go for
see.
it. Let's just,
roughly.
I think it's I think it's like a maybe either way.
Yeah.
So let's just do it.
So 4s again because they're not moved and long range.
Maybe I should have said no. So 4 hits on 6s. Hopefully Rich has used all of them up. Oh, he gets one.
So -2.
-1.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
So I've got a
that's
6
not-
up. 5 up. 5 up regen. No, I take another wound, and I'm down to 1 wound on one of the ogres at the back.
I think that's my turn, sadly.
Okay. So we'll get into ogres. Turn 1. So ogres turn 1. In my start of turn command phase, my butcher is going to attempt to like eat from the cauldron that it's got, which essentially I take a leadership check. If I pass it, that unit gets regeneration.
Okay.
I don't, because I took a butcher whose leadership 7 rather than a slaughtermaster whose leadership 8.
Okay.
It didn't feel worth it at the time, but instead now I take a wound. And that leaves me on 3 wounds. Cheers for coming, butcher. What I am going to do though is cast Toothcracker on those iron guts.
Okay.
Which is a separate thing. It's the last one wasn't a spell; it was just a thing I can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to cast Toothcracker on a 7 because of my wizard level of 2. It just about goes off. Rich, do you want to use a fated dispel on that?
I think I can do it. Can I do it with him?
Oh yeah, you can because you move forward.
But I couldn't.
So Rich, do you want to dispel that?
I'm reliably informed I do. So yeah, because I've got my guy within 24. So what did you
Yeah.
get?
I got a 7.
So
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. On an 11 because Rich is. You're a level 4, aren't you?
yes, yeah.
Well, you're proving your worth, butcher. In my movement phase, I'm just going to show Rich what a horde does. And I'm going to go
Straight into close range.
wabam. Yes. Well,
But to be
I
fair,
don't
half
think-
the archers can't see you now.
yeah, well, this was sort of the plan, like power through one side and like just hope that it works out okay. I'm going to charge these forwards now. So I'll get all my dice with me. I've got my cannony scrap launcher, who's going to go boom well within his movement range. And actually, I'm just going to get on the edge of that so only one bolt thrower can see me, because I'm not actually too bothered about shooting through. Like, I want the option basically of going through the Phoenix Guard and the Dragon, or knocking off a bolt thrower this turn. It might have to be a bolt thrower because I didn't get my troll guts off. And this is for not only everyone at home's benefit, that's for, for Rich's benefit as well. Now, my bulls are going to move and have wheeled round to here, which actually puts me just out of range.
Short range.
No, I mean your short range, because your short range is 15.
Ah, right.
My charge range is 12. So that doesn't actually get me into charge range this turn. So what I'm going to do is just stay back a bit further and hopefully make that charge longer. And I think Rich will have to charge through the terrain if he wants to come through and get me, which will make the charge. It's actually really hard to charge through terrain now because even move through cover doesn't help.
Yeah.
Next up, we're going to get the Rhinox Riders, who are going to try and set up. So I'm going to start off by wheeling. It's 4 inches to here. and I've got another 10-inch movement, which gets me to this point. After some swift off-camera measuring, my lead belchers here, actually, because Rich didn't move forward at all, or other than on this left flank, they're out of their 24-inch range. If I move forward 6, I still can't shoot them. So I think what's going to happen here is I'm going to move around and start blasting in the next turn, because I can't do it this turn. So I'm going to move to here and just basically be set up, and that's with a march and a wheel, be set up for next turn's shots. At the end of my movement phase, I'm going to use my conveyance spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Arcane Urgency on the Iron Guts that just allows them to move again.
Yep.
I don't on a 5, and that was sort of why Rich said,
Yeah,
like,
we'll go for the one before.
Yeah, we'll go for the one before. Now, my Gorger on this left, though, is going to move out of line of sight of those repeater bolt throwers, but if Rich actually moves up his Phoenix Guard any further, I'm only 8 inches away, so I can't fail that with my Swift Stride on that Gorger.
Yeah.
And he's unbreakable, so he's going to be annoying. Yeah, and that's my move phase. Hopefully, we've caused some problems for Rich in the next turn. And let's blow some people up with a cannon, right? So my cannon is going to guess. Now, I'm going to guess 6 inches from the front of that bolt thrower.
So something like that?
Oh no, 8 inches. I'm going to do 8 inches from the front of that bolt thrower. That means even if I roll a 10, I'll hit the back of Richie's base.
Do you want to measure anything?
No, it's fine. Because it's like the range is 72.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm doing it this way is, you'll see it in a lot of battle reports, is I can guess any range and I can pre-measure. So it's easier to just be like this much in front of that, rather than measuring that, working it out and going back round.
Yeah.
And it works out the same, right? So yeah, 10 inches in front of the bolt thrower on the left, it hits you on the back. And even if I stick in the mud, which I don't, I bounce through and just hit the cannon, right? 'Cause it's all resolved against the bolt thrower. So I've hit Richie's bolt thrower. Because it's shooting, we resolve this against the actual bolt thrower, not the crew.
Yep.
Rich, your toughness 5?
6.
6. I'm strength 10.
Yeah.
So, bounty tray. Saved by the tray. Now, because it's a cannon, if I'd have actually done anything to that, that would have just been like dead bolt thrower. But you get another turn, Rich.
Excellent.
That wasn't great. But that's over turn 1. Hopefully I've caused enough problems for him into High Elves turn 2. So, Rich's turn 2. Rich,
Just learned how to move.
you are getting ahead of yourself. Start of turn command phase.
Oh yes, so I want to do the same thing again. The level 10, try and make sure they only get hurt by magic stuff. 10, which means they get a ethereal.
Cool.
Oh yes.
Right. So 14. I'm going to need a double 6. So I'm going to use my fated dispel here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going for the double 6 anyway. No, you get it.
That's a big one. So that's my spell.
There's no regrouping.
That's actually a conveyance, so I should have done it later.
Oh, Rich. Right, we'll say you get that off in your conveyance, right?
So I want to do my enchantment, which is the one I should have done first.
Right, go on.
I'm going to do that on these guys. It's any unit within
But what is your enchantment?
15 inches, and it is Shield of Sathari. It gives a 5-up ward against any wounds suffered.
Yes.
Because they have a 6-up ward against shooting, I think, or non-magical shooting, but a 5 would be better.
Yeah, so I'm going to... I'll see what you cast it on, right?
It's a 9-up. Yeah, so 12.
I'm going to use my Wizardly Dispel because I really don't want you to have that. 9, 11. So you get that as well.
5-up, yeah. So we're all good, so I can actually start moving now.
Yes.
Even though I did things in the wrong order. So yeah, so I'm just going to wheel slightly with these. I've got to keep that.
Yeah.
So about there, it's about 2 inch.
Yeah.
And then march up to about there.
Yeah.
And then the dragon, with some pre-measuring, can actually come over here. Again, it's marching, flying, and it can land and turn in the middle here, but hopefully it's out of virtually all the shooting as it stands.
Yeah,
And
but
can't be charged where things are.
this much is true. And there's not much of an answer for that other than shelling it into submission, I think.
Yeah, and I think my only other move this turn is just going to wheel these archers back slightly, so I can move through this because it's only a couple of them.
So they can move back 2.5.
Yeah, so which is literally just enough to get them like there, basically.
Yeah.
Which frees up those guys.
The silver helms, yeah.
Who aren't going to move now, I don't think.
Cowards.
In fact, I might just wheel and nudge forward slightly. They've got plenty of range. Make sure I keep.
So you're basically reforming on the spot and turning.
Yes, yeah.
Is that to look like you're doing something in the movement phase?
It's just that extra couple of inches, so if you come forward, if I've got a charge, I'm a tiny little bit closer, but without giving you a charge, really.
I think they're in the same position as they started.
Oh no, they're not. They're at the back of this hill, and they're at least 1.5 inches further forward.
Right, okay, so you've gained that inch now. It's important, it's important.
I think everything else is staying still.
Right.
And shooting.
Shooting phase. So, let me just use my mind powers. You're going to fire the repeater bolt throwers. I'm seeing...
Probably straight into here.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the iron gus.
So I'll do the first one. So
Yeah.
the D3. So it's only 4 shots. Might be in close range. This is this one. Or might be just... Oh yeah. So I'm in close range.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4 shots hitting on...
4s, because your ballistics go 4, multiple shots.
Multiple shots, yeah. Okay.
3 hits.
And 4 to wound. Ooh.
So 1 that ignores my armour and 1 that doesn't.
Do a 6 up.
So the 6 up, and then I've got 2 5-ups for my regen. So 1 takes a wound, and that kills an ogre. And let's take him from this side, because that's not on the tray.
And then we'll do the next one doing the same thing. D3. Oh.
6 total shots.
So 4s. Ooh.
2 hits, and then 4s to wound.
No, nothing. So we're then going to do these archers into them.
Yeah, that's the ones at the back. Are you in short range
I
now?
wouldn't think so. Right?
So checking for the half range, I think Rich
Is it to your base or is it to your...
to my base. Well, I mean, we never discussed it at the start of the game.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think it's 4. Sorry, 4, not 3.
I think it's mental to not use the tray, but it seems to be the way that everyone seems to do it.
Okay, so I've got 4 hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Close range, and 6 hitting on 4s.
Right.
So the 3s, 3 hits.
And the 4s,
Yeah.
2 hits.
2 hits, so 5 altogether. Wounded on 5s.
Yeah. Nothing.
Excellent. And then these guys over here are going to shoot at them. But they're
My bulls, my 4 bulls.
Yeah. So these are hitting on 5s because they moved and it's long
Yes.
range, just wasn't it? 2.
Yeah, and then it's 5s again.
No, brilliant.
Awesome.
And that's it, I think.
Right, yeah, so fairly quick turns, and Ogres turn 2. Let's see if I can deal with that dragon. Or just ignore it and do some other stuff. So in the start of turn command subphase, my butcher is going to do his leadership test to gain regen. Come on, leadership. I fail on an 8 again and take another wound. Yeah.
Winner. Yeah.
I'm also going to cast Troll Guts on my big unit of Iron Guts. On an 11 it goes off. So that's +2 to the toughness.
I'll try and dispel.
Yes, yeah.
With my +4 because I'm definitely within range.
No. So I get +2 to my toughness. Also, my butcher's going to try and prove his worth rather than just hurting himself. I'm going to attempt to dispel Rich's remains in play. Now, me and Connor had a look yesterday. There's nothing that we can see that says I can't both cast and dispel in the same start of turn phase. If anyone knows a page number when I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below, but it'll be a 10+ to dispel. No, a 9, so they remain ethereal.
Go team.
For this turn, and indeed most. So, let's get into some charges. My bulls here, they're 10 inches away. maybe a bit less actually, because I've got my butcher hunter here. So I'm 9 inches away. I'm going through cover, so it's -1, and I'm rolling 2d6 and picking the lowest. And that will get me contacted. I'm just going to do it, you know.
So you need a 4?
Yeah, 6. Well, yeah.
You need
Yeah, I need a double.
You need
4
both dice to be 4 or more.
Come on. No. So
how far do you move?
Well, I got 2 inches because I moved my distance rolled.
Ah, right, okay.
Should have declared all these at once, but I've got no other charges. So they're just going to go, they're 2 inches, failed charge.
And they were holding.
Forward. Yeah, well, I think I assumed that far too fast, but it might not have been as obvious at home.
To move them first.
In my remaining moves, what I'm going to do is move my iron guts 12 inches. So my iron guts are going to just move forward slightly to retain both in the front arc. Over this side, I'm going to attempt to bash Rich's cavalry by moving up, and I'll angle very slightly. Now I might get a dragon in the bum over here, but
your ideal Friday night.
Well, that's it, Rich. You know me so well. My ogres are going to turn around and go 3 inches to here. So my gorger is going to sprint forward 12 inches, and I'm going to come a bit more this way so that I'm well within charge range next turn. You know what? I'm going to come back to that. These are going to be forward very slightly, and he's going to turn. That was wrong before. I'm going to actually turn my scrap launcher. I need to do something about this effing dragon. What I am going to do is move and wheel back 3 inches to get these to here so that they can shoot the dragon in the ass. I'm going to start with doing that. Right, in the shooting phase, my iron guts are going to fire with their 18-inch weapons, so they're all in short range, but I moved.
So -1.
Hitting on 5s.
Yep.
Yeah. No hits. Cheers for coming, lads. If the cannon is also going to fire into the dragon, I'm going to guess, how far away from you am I? 10 inches away. I'm going to guess 1 inch. 4, so 5 inches. So going 5 inches forwards from my cannon, I'll need a 4-inch to get into Richie's dragon.
Yeah, where the base should be.
Yeah, well, we then realised just now it's not on the right base. So I go through the dragon. So does that wound you? So hopefully I don't roll this 1 again. I do, and it's on a 6, so it's armor bane 2.
Okay, so he has full plate and everything, and the dragon helm gets him up to a 2, so it'll be on a 4 up save.
So I'm -3, armor bane 2, so it's -5.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, so you'll get no armor.
I'll just get my 5 up, talisman of protection.
Before you roll that though, I'm going to check in case I'm incredibly wrong. So it is in fact -5. I was right for once.
And I get my 5 up, talisman of protection, my ward save.
Oh, Rich, what are you doing to me, man?
Go on, the boys.
Useless.
I've got your heresy dice.
Hey, let's hope it doesn't turn out that way. That is my turn with that done, Rich.
Okay.
Horrendous. Right, so into High Elves, turn 3. So, Rich, it's your turn 3.
Okay, so I'm going to try and do
command
to my enchantment on them to try and give them their 5 up ward save again, which was a 9, I think. Yeah.
Roll the dice, we'll see if it matters.
Yeah, so that's
8,
good.
So 13.
Yep.
Oh no, that's
12.
bad maths.
12. Yeah.
I'm going to try Fated Dispel again because I'm going for double 6 anyway.
So they get the 5 up ward against everything.
Yes.
Which is huge. And then it's charging. The lot. I'm going to charge these guys into your cannon chariot.
So that's the Phoenix Guard into the chariot. I'm going to hold.
Yep. I'm going to charge both my dragon and my sword masters into the big boys here.
Yeah. And the way I've positioned them is so they could both get into the front, or like the Phoenix, not the
Swordmaster.
The Swordmaster's going into the front, the Dragon's going into the rear. They're going to hold right because I'm not running from that.
And then we've got a slightly longer one here, 15-inch charge
Onto
into the boys.
Mornfang card. Yeah. Let's do that one first if you don't mind.
Okay.
They're going to hold.
So
unless I've got counter charge. I think I've looked this up already and they've not. I really want them to though, but they've not.
So this is my charge. So they move 8. This is my charge.
And your Swift Stride.
And my Swift Stride.
You get it.
Definitely in. Boom. So I just bang forward and then line up with you doing now. So we'll go like that and like that.
Yes, because he's. So I suppose you would maximise like as part of the.
Yeah.
As part of the move, you would have moved to maximise.
Okay.
Like me and Ian were sort of doing it a bit flippantly in the last game, and someone pointed out that it's during the move, and but it is during the move. But
no worries. Well,
there it is.
These guys, Swordmasters, are on a 5.
Yes. Yeah. And then we'll work out how to maximise them if they're in. Oh look, they definitely get in, and the Dragon.
The Dragon, I think he's going to be in. Because he has Swift Stride as well, I think. But
yeah, so I can Swift
Stride. Does he need the Swift Stride with
roll it?
Yeah, he's definitely in.
Now there's no point measuring.
So he comes.
So we've had a wheel, a move in, and a close the gap. In looking at the terror of the Dragon, I cause fear. So Richie's going to roll his
for the Swordmasters.
Yes.
He's fine, isn't he?
Yes, exactly.
So these are on a 10 because they're using his leadership.
They love it. Richie's his extensive movement there, so those are maximised as much as we could with the allowable movement. And then the Phoenix Guard.
I can't remember what the charge was. Was it 9 or 10?
I'll tell you.
I think I need a 5 or a 6, don't I?
Momentarily. So just going straight forwards, you need a 10.
So I need a 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
come on.
Straight forwards, and bam, gets you in.
Cast my.
So the Phoenix Guard have moved in into the remaining moves section.
So my walk between worlds, my conveyancing on a 10 to give them the ethereal. No.
9. Excellent, excellent.
Could have done with that.
Yeah. Well, that saved us a conversation as well, didn't it?
It has.
Like, can I do that after a charge?
So I've lost Max's stomach tape measure.
You gave it me. You gave it me to measure stuff, Rich.
My only move, I think, is turning these because these guys are gonna.
Yes, and just while you're doing this, messing about, the terror check here, I'm higher unit strength than Rich, so we'll just be doing a terror test when we get to combat.
Yep.
So Rich is moving his archers, just moving backwards as a manoeuvre.
Just trying to get more of an arc on them.
Shots on the gorges.
So
you're wheeling.
Yeah, so I've moved, but I think everyone can shoot it.
So Rich gets to his archer unit here. He's going to pull the manoeuvre.
I'm going to shuffle slightly because I want to just move forward 2.
Yeah.
And then shuffle up the rest, which is 1.5 if you're going sideways.
Yes.
There, just to get me an extra couple of shots into the back of them.
If it in fact does.
Oh, it definitely does. Because I think he can see him.
So you get that extra one guy hitting under 5.
2 guys. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh no. Some of them are going to be in short range.
Oh, he's whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. None of them are in short range.
Okay. So shooting phase.
Yes, it's shooting before charges.
Yeah. Shooting before doing combat.
Right. So we worked out it was 6 of these guys.
Yeah, the archers into my gorger.
At the gorger. So it's long range and they moved, so it'll be 5s.
Yeah. 2. Nice.
Saves toughness.
Toughness 5, so wounding on 6s.
Ooh.
Oh, you get a wound, and that's armor
minus
day.
1. Yeah.
So I just drop a wound because it ignores my light armor.
And how many wounds does it have left?
I've got 4 in total, so I've got 3 wounds left.
Okay, so we'll do the near bolt thrower at him.
Yes, and I'm just looking at whether I've got regen. You continue with what you're doing, Rich.
Well, do you want to watch my D3?
He's lucky I was watching that because I wouldn't have believed a lie around you. I've got regen 6, so the 6 to the 1. Yeah.
It's back. Right. So I've got 6 shots hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Oh, 4s because it's multiple shots.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, that's okay.
Yes, that's 4 hits.
And this will wound on 5s.
Yeah.
So 1 at -1, isn't it? Because they're -1.
Yes, so that ignores my light armor, my regen. He takes a wound.
And then the other one will have to do exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Did they not wound? Oh no, you saved it on your regen.
Yeah, saved it on the regen, yeah.
So 5 shots.
Hitting on 4s.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm wounded on 5s. Oh,
No wounds.
No, that's not great.
You're actually
7 guys into the back of them.
Let's call it 8 just for you to make you happy.
Oh no, it was 5, and it changed to 7.
Oh, did it actually?
Yeah.
I thought we were just making up numbers before.
No, there's that half of them could see.
Right.
So they've moved, so hitting on 4s.
And they're at short range, are they?
No, there's...
So 5 then.
Oh yes, yeah.
So 3 hits.
3 shots? Yeah, 3 hits.
5. Because I'm an ogre.
Brilliant.
I'm glad we
I
talked about that.
thought he might be dead. I didn't realise he was toughness 5.
Well, why are you not firing your single shot?
Only just 1 wound, doesn't it?
You know he's multiple wounds 2, I think. So, so Rich has in fact got a regular repeater bolt thrower.
Yeah, we didn't realise. I thought it was just the through and through, the strength 6.
I've been here all confused the entire time.
Right, I think that's my shooting.
Now, yeah, the real lovely bit.
Hopefully the good phase.
Where do you want to start, Rich?
Should we go left to right, just because it's easier?
Yeah, so right to left for all us at home.
Yep, for the camera. Right.
Well, at least I'm also at home, Rich, so it still works. So Rich is going to strike first. Because I'm going to use a great weapon, and even if I didn't, Rich is an elf and going to strike first.
And charging, yeah.
Yeah, and well, even if you weren't charging, you'd still be 3 points of initiative ahead of me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't using a great weapon, so yeah.
So I've got
7 attacks.
7 attacks on the actual knights, hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So 2 misses. That's 5 hits.
I'm wounded on
3s.
Yeah, because I'm 5 on the charge.
5 on the charge. I'm toughness 4. 4 wounds.
4 wounds, but with.
So I've got heavy armor and armored hide 1, which gives me a 4 up.
Yeah.
Have you got lances?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they -2 on the charge?
-2 on the charge.
Yeah.
So I've got 4, and I need a 6 to preserve a guy. Hey, do. So that's 1 guy on 1 wound. And then you've got your horses.
Yeah, these are weapon skill 3, so these all hit on 4s.
Yes.
So okay, and then
I'm toughness 4, so
is this strength 3? Huh?
strength 3 for horses.
So
Yeah.
5s.
That's wishful thinking.
So
1
1
wound.
is enough, but no.
Minus nothing, so I got 4 up. No, it died. Gutted. Now I'm going to attempt to bash Rich back and just kill enough of his unit that it doesn't matter. So I need 4 ups to hit with my great weapon on my leader. I've done these out of order, but I'll do the great weapon first. Let's see if it matters, and then I'll do the Mornfang. So 3 hits, great weapon. So that's 2 at -2 and 1 at -3.
Okay, so I have 3 up saves, so I've got 2 5 ups and a 6 up.
Yes.
So the 6 up.
Oh, of course he does. And
No.
2 dead.
So it's
From
just
the main. Then my Mornfang is 3 attacks. I hit once, and I've got strength 5, so 2s. So that's 1 wound at -1.
So just a
4 up.
4 up, yep. Yeah, good.
Ah, loves it. So, and thus ends the combat. So, Rich, you've got 4 wounds.
Yep.
Close order,
And a banner.
banner. I've done 2 wounds. I've got close order, and that's it. So I lose by 3. Now, actually, no matter what I roll, because I didn't position like this, I'm going to run off the table, because I, even with that, will give ground.
Yep.
Even with a double 1, I give ground by an inch
And slide off.
and hit the table edge and go.
Okay.
And we'll move on to the next combat. It's my own fault, really, but I'm going to be salty for the rest of the day about it. So yeah, let's move on into the next combat, and hopefully I can cheer myself up. Rich, do you want to do this one?
Do you want to save that one for...
Yeah, let's save that one for spectacle.
Right, okay.
So basically, everyone in the front right will get to fight. You charge, so you don't get your fighting extra rank.
No.
So you've got 1, 2, 3.
I've got the mages
4,
there as
5.
well.
So you've got 7 plus the champion, so 8 attacks. I'm weapon skill less than yours, but by how much, Rich? What is your weapon skill?
Okay.
So Rich is going to go first with everything because he's an elf and I'm an ogre. And he charged. Rich, do you want to do your Phoenix Guard first, or you?
I'll do my Phoenix Guard, so they've got 8 attacks between
Okay.
the 6 and the champion. Hitting on 3s?
Yeah, hit me on 3, so I'm weapon skill 3, Rich is 5.
Oh, I missed 1.
There we go. And then Rich will need 6s to wound me because I'm toughness 6 and he's only strength 4.
Yeah, but they'll all be AP 2 then, because they're AP minus 1 and armor bane.
So only one.
1. So not 1 at -2.
So I've then got a 6-up save versus that 6 to wound because of Rich's armor bane. The tables have turned.
And then I've got my mage.
So Richard's got 2 attacks for an archmage, hitting on 3s.
And re-rolling 1s.
Oh, there we go.
No.
One hit,
But 6.
6s. Yeah.
No.
In return, I've got my lead belcher, who is an ogre. So has 3 attacks. He hits Rich. I'm going to target the mage with my ogre.
Okay.
Because I quite fancy killing me a mage. Yeah, and if I do 3 wounds, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, my ogre's going to bash me a mage. I hit twice, and I'm strength 4 because I'm an ogre, which does 1 wound. And Rich, do you have a natural?
I have Talisman of Protection.
So that's a 5 up versus that 1 wound I've done.
So yeah, so just a 5 up.
Yeah, just a 5 up. Oh, of course. My Noblar is going to attempt to stab you. I hit because I needed a 5 because I'm weapon skill. Oh no, I didn't, because you're not double +1.
Yep.
If I was hitting into the Phoenix Guard, I would. I'm strength 2 because I'm weedy. I wound.
5 up.
Shank.
So 1 wound on the mage.
Yes, and then my Rhinox is going to attack you. I hit you on 4s, and then wound on 2s because I'm strength 5. So wounds at just that because it's armor bane.
But yeah, no armor, so it's a 5 up. Hey.
Yeah, so there we go. You've got, do you want to do this, or should I?
No worries, so I got a banner, close order, and a flank charge, so I'm on 3.
I got close order. Did I do a wound?
You did 1 wound on the mage.
I did 1 wound, and that is my combat res. Could have done with a little bit more. I think I survived fairly well though, for what it was. So losing by 1.
The mage has got 2 wounds left.
Yes. And I get a 9, which is over my unmodified leadership. So I just break. And I'm not going to use. I don't have Swift Stride, so I run 5.
I presume I want to try and run you over and charge.
I was imagining.
Yeah. So what do I need to?
Well, you roll your 2d6, and then you go that far forwards, and we both move. So 10, and then we'll see where that ends up with us. So as these move up here, actually, I've got to take a leadership test or run away. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I love it, and we carry on. So I thought I'd pulled it back there, but Rich has actually contacted my lead belchers. I'm going to have to try and rally and blast him down the line. Now, I thought I was doing better than that in combat, but hopefully I keep improving gradually across this turn as we go into the dragon combat. In the combat phase, my ogres fear the dragon because the dragon causes terror and modelled with fear instead of a terrified by terror causes. I'm a higher unit strength than Rich's dragon, so it's into the actual combat.
Yeah.
I declare a challenge, Rich, with... Or do you want to declare a challenge?
I don't know.
I'm going to declare a challenge with my tyrant.
Is that your warlord?
Yeah.
So I can accept with anybody? Well, as in...
Well, you can accept with anyone, yeah.
I can accept with the champion there if I want.
Yeah, if you really want to.
Would that be the clever thing to do?
It would be a thing to do. So Rich here could accept with his Swordmaster champion. Now, my warlord has got 5 attacks with the... Oh, is it the giant or is it the ogre blade? I think it's the ogre blade.
The ogre blade, yeah.
It's the 65-point generic. So I'm going to have 5 attacks, each causing D3 wounds at basically a great weapon. So potentially just I get 6 combat res there with the 1 plus the 5 overkill. Now, into Rich's warlord, he might just staunch those attacks.
Or at least some of them.
Yeah, exactly. So which one are you going with?
I think because when I'm telling, I'm going to challenge you with my warlord.
So it's everyone at home's fault if this goes badly for you. Okay, so I'll pull my warlord out.
Okay.
And let's get it like that.
No worries. Now I've got my blade of leaping gold. So I have 4 attacks base and it gives me D3 extra.
Okay.
So I do the D3. So 2 extra.
So 6 total attacks.
Hitting on...
I imagine your weapon skill better than mine.
Yeah, bear with me. I don't know if that... Okay.
Rich, you've got 6 attacks.
Yep, which will hit on 3s.
Yeah, because I'm weapon skill 1 less than yours.
Oh, There
All
we
of
go.
them. Now, what do you have as a weapon?
So I'm
strength.
It's just strength 4, my base
So it's
strength.
5s to wound.
But 6s are armor bane 2.
Okay,
So.
just 1 wound.
Oh yeah, I was thinking I was doing it 4. So 1 at -2.
Right, so I've got the Ogre Blade with an Iron Fist, which is a shield, and heavy armour. So that means I've got a 4 up. Goes to a 6 up because of your -2.
Yep.
So I've got a 6 up armour, and then I've got a 5 up ward because I've got the Talisman of Protection. And then I've got a 5 up regen from the Mad Banner. No! A string of failures. And that puts me down to 4 wounds. So Rich, your dragon, I imagine.
Yeah.
And actually, the Sword Masters should be going now, but let's just finish the challenge.
Yep. So 5 attacks for the mix. It's a Moon Dragon.
Yes.
Weapon skill 6.
Yeah, so hitting me on 4s.
Okay.
Yeah. So 3
3.
hits. What's your strength?
6, I think.
So you're wounding me on 3s because my Toothcracker actually ended at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
So 3s. So that's 2 wounds.
2 at -2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 6s, 5s, and 5s. No, that's not a dice that likes me. So you've done 2 wounds in that challenge, which I think could have been a lot worse for me.
When do you want to do stomps? Sword Masters.
Next it's Richie's Sword Masters going at initiative 9.
So
Actually, is your because these are like what? 6 base plus the 1 for being elves, or is it 5 base plus the 1 for being elves?
I think no, these are 6 base plus the 1.
Right. So you're at initiative 10. These Sword Masters are striking.
Yeah. So I've got 9 attacks because there's 8 of them, but one's the champion.
Yes.
3, 5, 9. Weapon skill 6
Yes.
and strength 5. Because
Your strength 5.
great weapons, aren't they? Yeah. So hitting on 3s.
Yeah. So 2 misses.
And then
And
wounding
toughness
on.
4, so 3s.
And they're all AP -2, I think, aren't
5. Yeah. So AP -2 gives me no save.
they? Yep.
So it's just into my 5 up regens. So that's 3, which is 1 ogre dead.
And
Then it's me go.
AP
-2.
So I'll only get my
Armor
ward.
bane.
Yeah.
So on the front rank, I have got my battle standard bearer. However, because of Rich's weapon skill being 6,
Yep.
all of my guys hit on 4s, and all of them with their great weapons wound on 2s.
Yep.
So we're just going to resolve them all at once rather than splitting the battle standard bearer out. So the battle standard bearer has 4 attacks. The unit champion has 4 attacks. So that's 8. I've got 1 guy on this far side who just gets 1 because he's in the fighting rank, and I've got 2 normal ogres. So I've got 15 total attacks striking the Sword Masters, hitting on 4s. I don't know whether that was great.
I don't think it was.
Ooh,
I think it's just under average. Oh no, about right. About
yeah,
half.
8, yeah.
Could just need 3 1s now.
2s. So I've got the armor bane doesn't matter because we've only got heavy armor. So that's 7 total wounds.
So I don't get any armor save because they're. Are they heavy armor with shield? No, they're
No,
shields,
you've got
it's just
2
heavy armor, isn't it? Yeah.
So you've just got the ward.
From my ongoing spell. Oh, 6 dead.
1 save, 6 dead. Yeah. Which put me ahead on combat res by 1. At the moment. Now Rich has still got his stomp attacks. I've still got my tyrant to strike into the dragon. So I've realised I actually counted a guy on full attacks that died in the combat. So the difference between a normal guy on 3 attacks, based on, I'd put 3 guys back, Rich.
I'll just put 2, it'll be fine.
You reckon he's 2? Right. So there. I'm going to get my ogre tyrant striking into Rich's lord.
Yep.
Now, Rich's weapon skill higher than me, so I'm hitting on 4s.
4 hits?
Yeah, 4 hits. Now I'm strength 7 with my ogre blade.
6, I think. I'm plus. Yeah, I'm plus 6. Hang on.
Ooh.
Hang on, big one.
So I'm strength 7, wounding Rich's middle dragon on 2s. Oh. So that's 2 wounds at -2.
So I get a 4 up save for my armor because I'm 2 up normally.
Yes.
And a 5
And then a
up
5 at ward, yeah.
So 4 ups.
Oh, Rich! What is that?
No.
So Rich has now got his D6 plus 1 stomp attacks.
So
3
4.
to 4. Yeah, so he's D6 stomp attacks, 3's to wound because Rich is strength 6 and I'm toughness 3. Oh, toughness 5.
So
2.
2.
AP minus nothing.
Yep.
So I've got
4.
a 4
5
up,
up, 5
5 up, 5 up. 4 up, 5 up. Yeah. That'll do, pig. I know you didn't do any wounds, but there we go. So, combat res.
So I did 5 wounds.
Yes, you did 5 wounds, including the cap challenge.
And my banner and my close order.
Yes.
So 7.
7. I.
Did
Oh, you've got a rear charge.
I'm on 8.
Yeah. So I've got no ranks. I've done 4
kills.
wounds. A banner. I've got my BSB. I've got close order. I've lost the combat by 1. I'm going to be on my general's leadership of 9, and I've got my banner on my BSB for a reroll of that. But I don't need it. I give ground. I'm sandwiched between 2 units. The units stay exactly where they is because I'm surrounded, so I can't move away. And I believe, Rich, that's we get into my turn.
Yeah, that's all the combat. Yeah, because combat everything's done.
Combat over. So in my command phase, I'm going to cast Troll Guts on my Iron Gut star in the middle. 9, it goes off, but I think on the lesser degree. Rich, I imagine this.
I'm going to try and dispel it.
So it's just plus 1 toughness. So
Yeah, but I will try and dispel it.
yeah, go for it.
What do I need?
I got a 9.
So. Oh.
No, it goes off. You get plus 1 toughness on my Iron Guts. Now that is good for Max. It's very good. Ogre Butcher is not going to go and try and eat
Kill
from his
himself
thing.
again.
So that's into the charge subphase. Charges, I'm going to have a charge. I'm going to charge both bolt throwers with 1, and we'll do a charge in multiple units. Yeah, so charges, I'm going to gorge into the repeater bolt throwers. Rich has just got to hold, unless he wants to run off or something. I'll let him.
Try and hold.
My ogre's here with the what's that called? A butcher is going to charge into the swordmasters. My ogres here are going to charge into the dragon. Now I've got a higher unit strength than Rich, so he only causes fear in me,
Not terrible.
and I don't care because I'm higher unit strength.
Yeah.
No other charges there, so let's get some charge rolls rolled. So I'm going to roll with my swift stride a different coloured dice for the swift stride. 6 gives me a 12.
Or you wanted to go just smack into the...
Yeah, just smack into the middle then. Boom. My ogre bulls with the butcher get a 9, or even picking the lowest dice, I'm going through cover, will get me in. And my 4 ogre bulls are going to
Yeah, get in.
5. Yeah, get in on an 11.
So that's
And that-
Yeah.
He's just going to give me some combat res because I can't actually strike into that challenge. So here in the remaining moves, my cannon is just going to tilt round.
Does he not run away?
Oh,
He's
shit.
fleeing, wasn't he?
So compulsory move section,
Yeah.
the cannon loves it. Bam. So I'm going to line up, and I'm going to do this really with precision so that it can be conveyed on camera.
Take your precision.
At them silver
Love it.
helms. Yeah. I think that is. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Like, literally everyone's engaged.
This is the turn where it might change.
Shooting, I'm going to go 6 inches from this silver helm here. So let's put a dice. Let's do. Do you know what? I'll do this properly this time.
So,
25 gives me 19.
Yep.
I'm going to add. Oh no! Oh no! He might just be removed. One, that is bad.
You and your cannon meta.
What with the one cannon? Goodbye, my friend. You've done nothing all game. You've been a complete disappointment. Even when he did surprisingly well against them, he still did nothing because he ran away. Let's get to combat and gorge into them too.
Yeah, well, I presume it's you first.
Yeah.
And I presume you're probably going to kill me before I do anything.
So I'm unit strength 3. Yeah, I'm gonna strike all into the one crew on the left, like your right.
So weapon skill 4 for whatever.
Don't know, but I at least hit twice.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's 2 hits, 10 weapon skill 3.
Strength.
Strength 5, so
yeah,
I'm 2 dead.
So that's because you take the bolt throw when you take the crew, don't you?
Yes, and
then I go back.
Yeah, you go back.
Just with my crew. Yeah.
And I'm a monstrous creature with... actually, it doesn't matter because you, at time of me charging, I wasn't higher than... Yeah. Oh, we equaled.
So I'll hit you on...
You'll hit me on 3s because you're elves.
I'm for skill 4. Yeah.
So 2 hits. I'm toughness 5, so 6s. Yeah. No. So I have killed 2. You've done no wounds. You, though Rich, you're on a hill. So you get -1.
Really?
Or you get 1 combat res for that.
I get a plus, as in plus
Yeah,
one.
you get +1 combat res.
I'll win it.
So,
so you take
your...
So I'm on a -1 for my leadership 8.
Yes, right. But because I now outnumber you, so I'm not more than double, I'm actually just double Rich's unit strength. So
leadership 8, so I need a 7 to pass normally. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
So do I
give ground and I'll move up to ground, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
I choose to follow up. Bam. Because I don't want to die. There's no chance of you overrunning into this combat, so let's build up to it. Whereas if you could actually overrun into it, you might do. So everyone on the front rank will get to fight, no one will get to quit. And you don't get your second rank because you charged.
Yeah.
And we're just going to assume that you go first, right?
I would think so, yeah.
It's been the case in every other combat.
So I get 9 attacks, because there's 8, including the 7. Yeah, so we'll do the mage separately.
Yes, so 8 total attacks.
For the Phoenix Guard.
Hitting on
3s?
What's your weapon skill?
5.
Right, so yeah, 3s. Oh, 3 hits. Your strength 4, so it's 4s.
I think I'm strength. Oh yes, it's +1.
Surely you'll bash some of them. 1 wound.
1 at AP -1.
So AP -1, I take a wound and have 2 left.
Okay, and then my mage.
Yes, 2
will
attacks.
hit on 3s, re-rolling his 1s.
Oh, re-roll that one. Then 5s to wound.
Ooh.
And do you have any AP?
No.
No. So I've got light armor. Nope. So I take a wound, but I get to strike back. And I'm going to do this into who, do you reckon, Rich? The mage! Oh, 2 hits. I'm strength 4, so your toughness 3, so 3s. Oh, this mage is so slippery. So I've got 2 wounds done to me.
Yep.
Rich has got a rank, a banner,
and flank.
And a flank. So I've lost by 5. My general definitely isn't within range to try and save me there.
Right.
So, 7. 7, I fall back in good order.
Okay.
So, it's going into my turn. So how far do I go? Yeah, 2d6 beat the highest.
Fine.
So 5 back, and then I can reform in any direction.
I think I want to follow up.
So I've moved back my 5 and then reformed from the centre, which puts me at 6.5 away. So Rich is going to need 7 because I've slightly angled.
And is it just purely this? There's no adding your movement to it?
No, just purely them 2d6.
Oh.
So Rich is 5 inches away.
So is it just move up? Yeah.
To 2 inches from my unit. And let's get into the
one that matters.
Central combat.
So he's got strike first.
I've got impact hits.
Oh, right, okay, yep.
So I've got 3 ogres striking into the sword masters with their impact hits. I'm strength 4 with them, and I get 3 wounds at AP. Oh, I've got a 6, and I've got natural armor bane 1. So you've got 1 that's at -1, and 2 that are at -0.
Right, okay, so 1 6 up, because they have heavy armor. No, and 2 5 ups.
Ooh. Oh, Rich.
Do they count for combat res?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
It's part of the combat. Now, into the dragon.
So
I've got no impact hits.
No.
So into initiative order.
I'll do my D3 extra attacks on my sword. Ooh.
Is that not only on the charge? Is that every turn?
It's all the time at me, doll.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
So the swordmasters need to take a fear check.
On a 10, so they're good.
A 10, yeah, oh good. Lucky for you.
So my lord's got 5 attacks because he got 1 on his D3, hitting on 3s.
3 because I'm weapon skill 6.
I'm 7, yeah. Ooh.
Or maybe weapon skill. Weapon skill, you hit me on a 3.
Yeah.
And
So
I hit you on a
what
4.
toughness are you at the minute?
I'm toughness 6 because I got Toothcracker off on a 1.
I know I'm strength 4, so
Right.
6s. No.
No. Excellent. Excellent.
And then the dragon. I
Um,
don't know what initiative he is.
I'm going to guess initiative higher than Ogre because dragons are usually quite good. I'm going to be forced to look up what my tyrant actually has now, aren't I? As an initiative. As I'm initiative 5. Ooh, do I get to bash you at higher initiative than you get to bash
I
me?
think you might, or we might be the same. I've lost the dragon page.
Success, Richie's initiative less than me, so I'm going to do my 5 attacks into the dragon now. Hitting on 4s. Oh, terrible. That tyrant is terrible.
Needs to have a word.
He does.
So my dragon has 5 attacks, hitting on 3s because I'm weapon
Yeah.
skill 6.
And I know we've not done the sword masters yet, but we're just doing the challenge because it's not going to affect outside.
Oof. Could do with that to wound.
Yeah.
So the claws are strength 6 and
I'm
minus
toughness
2.
6, so it's 4s.
Double check that was right. Yeah, strength 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
At minus 2.
So I've got a 6 up, 5 up, 5
Yeah.
up. 6 up, 5 up, 5 up. Ah, I take 1 wound and go down to 2 wounds remaining. And Rich has obviously got a combat res. Now,
Thankfully.
the sword masters.
Yep, so I've got 8. No, I lose 1 because
Yeah.
you impact hit, so I still have 8 attacks because the champ.
So Rich, it's your sword master's turn, finally.
Yeah. And basically we're going to do 4 attacks into the units just charged and 4 attacks into the big unit.
Yeah, and that's the maximum amount you can put into those bulls, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you want to kill.
They're
get
easier
more
to
wounds.
kill. Yeah. So I'll do the 4 into these guys, hitting on 3s.
Yes.
All good. And wounding on 3s. Because I'm strength 5.
Yes, so 3s.
Oh, 2 at AP2.
2 AP2 ignores my armor.
But didn't kill. I wanted to kill 1.
Didn't kill 1, yeah. So that's 3 total combat res to Rich.
And
Do you want
then
to do the 4 into the
4 into
anglers?
these guys. Yeah. Hitting on 3s again.
Yeah, and then wounding on. I'm toughness 5 now.
So 4s.
Yeah.
3. I'm still strength 6. Oh, strength 5.
Strength 5.
So 4s, yeah. 3
3 wounds.
at minus 2.
So I've got my regen of 5 up. Yeah, because it's minus 2.
Yeah.
I save 1. So that is all my ogres striking back because it's 3 wounds a pop. So my bulls have additional hand weapons, so they've got 4 attacks each and 5 for the champion. There's 3 of them in contact. So I'm hitting Rich on 4s.
Oh.
That wasn't great. I really need to chop him up this turn, and so I need to roll better than that.
Oh, double 1 would be great.
So I've got 1 at Armor Bane 1
Yep.
and 2 at AP minus nothing.
In the sword masters,
Into
isn't
the
it?
sword
So I've got
masters,
1
yeah.
6 up. No.
2 5 ups.
2 5 because they've got no ward save anymore. No.
Right. So that's 4 versus my 5 wounds done to me.
Yep.
Next, my great weapons. I've got 4 dudes plus a guy that's just on the fighting rank at the end. And in that is my bruiser and my champion, who each have an additional attack. So my Iron Guts have a total of 14 attacks, including the bruisers. They all hit on 4s. Because
last time.
Richie's weapon skill higher than mine. That's
really
a lot
good.
better than last time.
2s to kill.
Squash.
I think is the lot, isn't it? How many is that?
3, 6, 10. Yeah, so that went fairly
How
well.
many is that? 3. Yeah, there's only 8 left.
Right. Come on, the boys.
Stomped.
Stomps.
There's nothing else now, is there?
No.
So it's D6 stomps.
Yeah, into my 2 wound warlord. 2. Oh.
Hitting on. Oh no, the automatic
Just
hit then.
wounding on 4s. Because I'm toughness 6 at the moment.
1.
1. No AP, so it's a 4 up. 5 up. Yeah, he loves it. Well. So a leadership test at, let's just calculate it.
Close order and something else.
So Rich has got 5 wounds, close order, and you had a rear charge.
Yes, yeah, that was it.
I've got the same rear charge, a banner, a war banner.
12.
I've got close order, and I've killed 12, which, Rich, your leadership's 9.
The mage
Yeah,
is
so which
the war's 10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
So you've got a leadership of 1 to make your test on your modified.
So I need
Now-
double ones.
Yes. Now I outnumber you by more than double. I'm going to guess without working it out.
Yeah.
My warlord unit is going to attempt to hold. Oh, let's see if you break. Let's see if you break.
Oh.
You do.
So where do I go?
You go away from the highest unit strength. Now, my unit of 4 is going to attempt to hold.
Okay.
So, no, they're going to run after you. They're going to. What am I doing? They're going to run after you. My warlord unit's going to hold. The butcher's unit is. They're going to run after you. They're going to run after you. So let's see what distance you go.
Can I go over you? Because I'm a flying thing. I want to do a...
Yeah, I believe so. You got swift stride, added dice. 6. No. So that's a total of 9.
Right,
Oh, with my... So Rich has moved here. He's going through an enemy unit. So
Should I be facing the other way? Because I'm running.
yeah, you can be if you want. You can be. So
Right.
Rich is running. You've moved through an enemy unit, so on a 1 to 3, you lose a wound. You're fine. So I'm going to test restraint with my warlord unit. Leadership bad. They're going after you, so they get a D6. They go 2 after you.
That's
And
their
stop there like an idiot.
Do you want me to move them?
Please.
What happens for cover?
You just go through it. This unit here is going to attempt to cat Rich's general, and they do on a 9 and
So-
stop and reform there. So yeah, because I'm less than 9 away from you. And my butcher's unit runs 4. So that's 100 mil, 100 mil to there. Wabash. Right. In summary, quite an effective turn. And we'll go into High Elves turn 4. High Elves turn 3. Oh, turn 4. Turn 4.
Yeah.
Rich, where are we doing?
I need to do my enchantment. If I'm going to do that.
What, your give me a 5 at ward enchantment?
In fact, I'm not, because I want to do the... If I do the ethereal on them, which is the conveyancing one, that's the one where it means you're able to hurt me in combat or shit.
So, Rich, look at this smile on his face now he's realised this. Rich, what are you going to do in your command phase?
I'm going to do my enchantment on the Phoenix Guard to give them hopefully a 5 at ward save, because I can still then do the conveyancing one that gives them the
Ethereal. Yeah.
So this is a 9. Yep. So
Will you stop rolling over
Hang
12?
on, I failed about 3 of them.
So I'm going to use my fated dispel, and this might sound familiar to you,
Yeah.
because I'm going for a double 6 anyway. No,
That's
I
fine.
get one of them.
So yeah, they're going to charge.
I'm going to hold, I guess.
Okay.
I'm slightly tempted to just run away. Go on, I'll hold.
So
You get in, yeah, with your 5.
and then there's
Bam.
virtually no movement. There's just these.
The silver helms,
Is it better for me to reform or wheel?
I would think wheel, so you can continue moving if you wanted to. So no other charges from Rich, I don't think?
No, everyone's far too scared.
So with the wheel.
So hang on, I have no idea.
Do you want me to? I know. Here we go. You put it like round there.
That's 8.
And that's like 8 inches.
And then
2 more.
2 or 3, yeah. 7 or 8. So we'll say it's 4, and we'll just come up to there.
Yeah, looks reasonable.
And then,
Yeah, archers and everyone else, what are they doing?
well, they're standing still. These are just going to shoot into these guys, the ones that can see
Yeah, the
through the gap.
minority through the cover.
It's not the minority, it's about half of them.
You're so picky over these bow shots that have not done anything yet.
No, I know, but I think there's 6 that can
Okay,
see
yeah, cool.
through the gap, and they're in combat. So yeah, so shooting. So I'll do my 6 into the unit here near the
Yeah,
silver
the
elves.
unit of bulls.
So they'll be hitting on 4s because it's long range, but I haven't moved at least. So 3 hits, 5s.
5s. So
2.
2 wounds. Minus nothing. And these are the units with the shield type thing.
Yep.
So it's a 5.
Here he is.
He's all coming back to me now.
And
I
then
remember how to roll well.
the unit of 10 here is going to go into this unit here with the butcher, just because
Yes.
I've got a chance of killing some of them. Well,
Yeah, well, he's 1-on-1 wound and then.
the butcher's on 2. Well,
Yeah.
not that they'll get to this. So these will hit on 4s because it's long range again.
Well.
Oh,
2
2.
wounds. So 2 just like. Oh, was that 6s?
No, they're both 5s.
Ah, so 6s. So that's 1 dead and 1 down to 2 wounds, and that's 25%
I was gonna
of
say.
that unit.
Great time for a panic chain.
Yeah. Right. That's no more shooting, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's-
combat.
Panic test for the 4 ogres with the butcher. I've got a BSB nearby. Stay there, you lads. And into combat.
Do you want to do this one first? Because
Is that because you want to cheer yourself up afterwards?
well, what's your initiative?
Initiative more than a normal ogre, less than yours, I think.
Yeah, mine's-
Because you've got 4 with elf. So for 5, haven't you?
Isn't that the first round of combat? You get +1.
So I'm initiative 2.
I'm initiative 4.
Yeah.
So hitting you on 3s.
Yeah. Weapon skill higher than mine, right?
Yeah, 1 and
And
quite a
plus
lot to
5, so
wound.
6s.
No.
So my 4 attacks back. 4s. It's 10, 5. 2.
Yeah, 2. So we're gone.
And I'm going to riff on there.
And where you want to?
2 archers.
Like
ones.
that?
Yeah.
Right.
These ones over here. So you've got the Phoenix Guard that charged into my lead belchers. You're definitely striking first.
Yeah. So I've got 8 attacks. This
Yes.
is 6 and the champion. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. And then doing wounds on 4s.
3. I didn't do my conveyancing.
Do you want to do it now? I'm happy for you to do it.
I'm going to say I've just tweaked
Because we
it.
said about 4 times that you were going to do it.
Yeah, because it'll mean you can't hurt
Yeah,
me, won't
yeah,
it? So
yeah.
it's on a 10. No.
Yeah. If you'd have never mentioned it, I'd have been like, but
Yeah.
you said it about 4 or 5 times that you were going to do it.
Oh, so that 2 of those are -2.
Oh, you've ignored my armor anyway.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's 1 totally dead, and back the other one down to 1 wound.
So that's 3 wounds, close order, and a banner.
Yes.
Just so I'm-
Wait, have you done your archmage?
No, that's what I like to, man. Yeah.
Archmage.
So 2 attacks hitting on 3s.
3s, yeah.
Re-rolling 1s. We'll give up on that.
Yes. So then I've got 10 attacks back. So onto Rich's archmage.
Who's just remembered he's got a combat spell, which I
Yes.
could have been doing
Yeah,
for the
he
last
could have
couple
been
of
doing that.
turns.
So
But it's a level
What are
8.
you on?
It is the corporal unmaking. So I need 8 to get it.
yes.
I've
So
got
you
it
get
on
a 12. I'm going to wizardly dispel, and don't do it.
So
by far.
I get D3, a single enemy unit, D3 strength 5 hits with no armor or regeneration saves.
Just to the unit.
Yeah.
Right.
So D3 to 1. So it'd be a 3 to
A
wound.
3 to wound.
Yeah.
Alright, so that actually kills one of mine, and Rich is now on 4 wounds.
Yep.
I then have 7 attacks back, hitting on 4s. So that's 2 hits. Squashing on 3s, but Rich does get his armor save.
Yeah, I have a 5 up.
A 4 up full plate, don't you?
No, Phoenix Guard, I think are just heavy
Phoenix
armor.
Guard don't have full plate.
No, I think they have they're ups.
Yeah, 4 ups into the armor.
Both
No.
dead. So,
So Rich has done 2 wounds more than me. He's got close order, a rank,
Oh.
banner.
I forgot my rank. Yeah.
Hey,
Don't I lose
there you
it?
go.
Because you've.
No. So Rich is 1 by 5, and here comes the double 6. And I'll use my general's leadership to be, if I'm in range, I was just hoping to roll the double one there. So I am in range of my generals, so I fall back in good order.
Okay.
And I fall back 3 inches, and
I presume I want to follow up here because there's no.
yeah, so I've gone back 5 inches, get a 5. Well, Rich. Well, Rich. So in my turn, I'm going to cast Troll Guts on my own unit here. So that is cast on a 7+, 12.
I'll try and dispel it.
Okay. Oh, it goes away in a 13.
Yeah.
No Troll Guts for me. Into the charges, my lead belchers, they're going to charge in. And my unit here is going to charge in. They are not going to, because I don't fancy getting smashed by Silverhelm. Now isn't the time to get overconfident. Now the time is just to do stuff. Yeah, and that's... Oh, what's the charge range there? Is it within 15?
Hang on, because you're going to there. 13.
I'm going to declare that charge because I have Swift Stride.
Okay.
I imagine stand and shoot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I? Or are you out of my...
Or can you just whack that?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So we've whacked the template down.
Like that, yeah.
And this is actually one of the things that's really helpful, is to have a little thing like this, or if you've got a piece of paper. In fact, one sec, Rick. Yeah, so if you want to know a charge arc, if you get a piece of paper and fold it along the line and use this bit, that's the angle there. So it's much easier to work out your charge arcs, because Rich thought that was in the side, so he would be able to stand and shoot, but actually it was quite far into the front of that unit. So that's with a stand and shoot charge reaction -1.
-1 for long range for 6 of them.
Right, cool. So
6, 7,
on
5.
fives.
I'll do that first. Excellent.
Yeah.
And then 4 on 4s.
Yes.
So
That's
3
3.
hits, wounding on.
6s and that armor bane will just give me regen.
Pointless.
So Swift Stride, no, I get in, I go 5 and stand there. Here, well, these two are definitely in.
Yeah, they're holding.
Yeah, you said. My butcher's unit, charge in, get the 6,
Yeah.
and are just going to smash into the side. And they're on 40 mils. So, so basically...
Do you want to move him somewhere else so you can get...
No, it's fine, don't worry. How that will go is I'll wheel, go forwards past this unit, and then align. And I've got a 12-inch move to do that, so I'll definitely be in. Cool. And then it's into remaining moves. So these are gonna reform like this. So yeah, I'm gonna just reform on spot and just angle that way, because actually if I redirect those silver helms into my general's unit, I'm not too arsed about it. And I'm gonna get back into doing what I want to be doing by reforming these ogres here this way. So they're going to be reformed on that spot, and we're going to go into combat because there's no shooting.
Yep.
My impact hits from my butcher's unit. My butcher finally gets to use his cauldron for something other than wounding himself. So I get D3. Richie's Phoenix Guard for Cause Spear, so that doesn't matter. I get the D3 +1 impact hit, so just get 2. So actually just get the same as if I've not bought a cauldron. So again, that cauldron has done nothing.
Oh, it's done a few wounds on him.
Yeah. So other than just wounding me, it's been 30 points of complete negative. I've got strength 4 on everyone, so there's no point differentiating the hits. I wound 4 times with my impact hits.
So just my 4 up.
At minus nothing, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no there's no ward saves or anything here. 2.
2 die. My initiative on this for the butcher is 2, and everyone else's is 2.
So I'm still going first?
Yeah, and basically everyone will get to strike.
Oh, so...
Except... So Rich has got martial prowess, so can supporting attacks to the side. So if he wants to go into the butcher's unit, this dude here can do that. Now I've killed the 2 closest with my impact hits, so they can't strike that way.
Can he go to them as well? Because he's in base to base.
So then all of the front rank and the 2 here have to strike forwards because the supporting attacks are going to go forwards.
Yeah.
Because they're behind a forward-facing model.
So we do the 1 attack into these, hitting on a 3?
Yeah.
Hitting and wounding on...
on that? No, because you're only +1 strength, aren't you?
Strength 4 on it, because I'm 3 + 1. Yeah, so nothing there.
And then...
So
the
2 for the mage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've got 8 and 9 for the champion forwards, and your mage, Rich.
Yeah, I've got 2.
You've
the combat spell.
Remember something.
Combat spell. Right, we'll do the combat spell first. So I think it was on an 8, I think. I checked.
Yes. Miscast. What do you get on the miscast? 2 dice.
Oh, was it 2 dice?
Yeah.
A 6 and a 2.
An 8. Barely controlled power. The spell is cast.
Oof.
And you can't cast any more spells this turn.
Excellent.
So that
Doesn't really do
complete nothing.
So, D3 strength 5 hits.
Yeah.
2 with no armour or regeneration. So strength 5.
To wound. 2 wounds. And then your Phoenix Guard.
Which was 8.
Going forward.
Was it 8 in total? So 9 attacks, isn't it? Because the champion.
So just putting the Phoenix Guard where they actually should have been taken from,
After the
then we'll
impact
rearrange.
hits. Yeah.
Phil's younger brother
Steady on.
has actually got 11 attacks into the lead belchers.
So hitting on 3s. It's alright. And then wounding on
7.
4s?
Wounding on 4s, yeah, with no armor save. That was
2.
great. That was 2 wounds done. So Rich has done 3 in total.
No, I did 2 on the...
So 4 in total.
Yeah. And I've got my mage.
Yes.
So the mage...
No, you've already... So the lead belcher champion will strike back into the Phoenix Guard to get 1 hit, 1 wound at minus nothing.
So 4 up.
Yeah.
Yep, good.
I've then got 4 attacks from my butcher and also 4 attacks from my champion. In fact, the butcher's the same as bull, so I'll just do them along with. So I've got 4 for the butcher, 4 for the normal bull, and then 5 for my bull champion because they've all got additional hand weapons. I'm hitting on 4s because Rich isn't double +1 my weapon skill. So I get 6 hits, 3s, gives me 4 wounds for Rich to save on his full plate.
4?
Yeah.
4 ups. 3 dead.
3 dead.
Resume attacking. 1, 2, 3.
Right, and that's for 5 total wounds in combat for me. So in combat res, Rich has done 4.
4 wounds, and I've got a banner in close order for 6.
Now, I have got 5 wounds, close order, a banner, and a flank, so I've done you by 2.
Yeah, so we need to know what leadership the mage is.
Well, this is where you classically roll a 10 or an 11, Rich.
I think he's 9.
Oh, if he's an archmage, I imagine so.
Yeah, he is an archmage.
The second entry.
But he's not, he's leadership 8.
Really?
I'm just going to check the Phoenix Guard, but I think they're 8 as well. Oh no, 9 for the Phoenix Guard.
So the Phoenix Guard and 9, then cool. So
minus 2, so
2.
7 to be okay.
So 9, so you fall back in good order.
Okay.
2d6 for how far you fall back.
Oh.
10. Oh no, it's 6. And then you auto rally and reform in any direction. So Rich gets to here. My lead belcher goes 8, so 1 behind you.
Yep.
And my butcher's unit is going to go 9. So I think doesn't actually catch you after your reform. No, because I get to there. And that's into Rich's turn 4. Turn 5. So Rich, command phase.
The
5-up ward.
The enchantment, yeah, which is an 8 or a 9. A 9, the shield of Sapphire. so on a 13.
I'm going to do a fated dispel for a double 6 now.
So that's their 5 up. I'm going to charge with them
Okay.
into the front unit.
I'm going to hold and you then can't fail.
Yep.
What do you want to do with your silver helm?
I'm going to charge here as well into these guys.
I'm going to hold and I don't think you can fail, but do you want with
10,
stride,
swift stride, 11. Yeah.
yeah, so they still are in.
Yep. And then just some little moves over here.
Moves.
Yeah, so I'll do my conveyancing,
spell, yeah.
which is a 10. Wait, so
It goes
on a 12.
Wizardly dispel. 10, so no. You get it.
Yes, so now you can't hurt me.
True. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, maybe the butcher can. I'll look it up when.
Yeah. So these guys and these guys are both just going to move back. They're 2.5 inches, just to get out of charge range of that big nasty unit. Well, for next turn anyway.
Yeah, and Rich actually has realised that if he kills my other unit, that gut block actually loses the game because that's less than 25% of my breakpoint. Yeah, what are you bowman over here doing?
I've got 4 archers that can hit him because he's not in combat. And
if you move forwards,
if I move, but I can't just move forwards. I think I've got to shuffle sides.
so Rich has wheeled his archers
To get
5
6.
inches from this corner round. Is that 6? Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 that can shoot instead of 4.
And
Shooting.
yeah.
So I'll do my 6 shots at the one guy that's left.
So you've moved in his long range.
Yeah.
I'm a monstrous unit strength 3 infantry, so I don't get the -1 for being a skirmisher.
Oh, okay. So 5s to hit.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Cheers, bowman.
And then these 10 are going to go into this guy who's just invincible.
Yes.
Well, that's been so far. So they moved.
He is fairly good.
There's one that's at long range.
Okay.
So one that will hit on a 5. No, and then the rest will hit on 4s.
Yes.
And wound on, you say it was 6s?
Wound on 6s, yeah. Sorry, I was half paying attention. Yeah, it's 6s because I'm toughness 5.
Yeah, so one at -1.
Right, so -1 gives me nothing, but I've got a 6 up regen. No, it goes through.
He's already wounded, isn't he, as well? No,
Yeah,
not this killed him. I think
Yeah, I think he took 1 wound before, so he's on 2 remaining.
just it might come down to stand or shoot. Stand and shoot.
Yes.
Sorry. So yeah, I think combat.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do that one over there, which hopefully I can't. Well, I can lose.
Right, so you've charged. You're definitely striking first.
And I've got a mage with a combat spell.
You've got a mage with a combat spell, yeah. Do you want to do that first?
Value 8. It goes off on a 12.
I've used my fated and wizardly dispel this turn, so I can't
Okay.
do it.
So D3. Hey.
Yeah, he gets 3 and then wounds me on 3s. Come toughness 4. Oh, 2.
With no saves of any kind, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
Excellent.
that takes one down to 1. So I've got 5 wounds left in this unit. Rich, you've got your Phoenix Guard attacks.
Yeah, which is 9 attacks because there's 8 of them and one's
Yeah.
a champion. So 3s.
And then
Good. And then
4s.
4s, because yeah, I'm strength 4. Ooh.
So that's 6.
And 3 of them -2, 3 of them
Right.
-1.
So 3 of them -2 will kill the unit because that's 4.
Yep.
And you own. Actually, I've got no armor at all. Let me just double check my butcher doesn't have something special. But 6 total wounds, and I've got no armor. And there was 5 left in the unit, so I'm dead.
Don't they have 4 wounds between? Because he only had 1.
Yeah, but you've done 6 total, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
And that's all of the unit wiped. Now, do you want to overrun?
If I overrun, do I count as charging the one that's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, and you get in.
Yeah.
By just going straight forward. Well, that wasn't the best for me. Actually, does my solo lead belcher run away? He doesn't. He loves it. He's going to stay there until he gets cut down as well. Silver helms into
yes.
the ogres.
So I've got 6 guys. One's the champion, so 7 attacks. Hitting on 3s. So I'm weapon skill 4.
Yeah, hitting on better than my weapon skill.
Ooh, come on,
all
boys.
hits.
And wounded on 3s, I think. Strength 5.
Yeah.
So that's 6 at -2.
So that's 2 just dead. Now Richard's got his horses.
I'm definitely using those dice again, which will just be 6 attacks hitting on
Yes.
these. These will hit on 4s though, won't they?
Yeah, because you're weapon skill 3. 2 hits.
And we'll wound on 4 or 5s?
5s because you're strength 3 and toughness 4.
1.
1. Light armour. No. Light armour is very light. So Richard's done a total of 7 wounds and I've got 7 attacks back. So I better roll exactly perfectly. I hit on 4s, I hit twice, and I wound 0 times. Go on, Rich, you count the combat res.
So I did 7 wounds,
Yeah.
and I've got a banner in close order.
Yes.
I think that's it, isn't it? There's nothing else there.
Now, I had close order, because I'm not on my own. I've got a banner, and I did 0 wounds. So I lose by 7, which makes my general's leadership go down to 2.
Okay.
Because my general's nearby. So
Yeah.
I need a double 1, and I've got a banner nearby. Double 1. No. So because even actually on that reroll, I break.
Yeah.
But even if I'd have fallen back in good order, because Rich more than doubles my unit strength, because I've got unit strength 6, he's got, oh no, he doesn't more than double. So he's lucky I broke, because you're now going to be able to sweep me. I'm assuming you're running after me.
I am, but what happens here?
So the 9 gets me into the middle of my gut star. Who panic and run.
Don't you have a reroll?
Luckily, I've got the BSB, so they stay there. But my 2 ogres just pop out the other side. Hey guys, and Rich, I think he's going to follow up.
I've got to try and kill things, so I need to follow up.
Yes, yeah.
And try and get into the back of them.
And actually, I need to take a panic check because friends broke from combat within 6 of me. 8, I'm good for that though.
So I'm rolling my
Your
2 dice.
3d6, or you can do 2 or 3.
Yeah, this is so.
So 6 and Swift Stride.
I think that's in, isn't it?
Yeah. So in my turn, gorge you into your archers, Rich.
I'll stand and shoot. You need.
And command phase.
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
too.
command phase. They love it. They're going to turn the other way and just move to here when it gets to them.
You're on a 10,
Okay.
and I've
So
got.
the blue one is the Swift Stride.
Ooh.
So I get in on a 12.
Yeah. So I'll do my stand and shoot,
Yeah.
which is 9 hitting on 4s and 1 on a 5 because there's one that's out of range
Right.
still.
Okay.
4, 8, 9. So I do the 1 hitting on a 5. No.
And the 4s. Oh.
Oh.
Now he needs those 6s again.
I need 2 6s.
2.
Didn't even get a 4.
Rich.
Didn't even get a 4. That's incredible.
Yes.
Not the 6s. That's fairly standard. So I presume you contact 2 like that.
So he's into combat. Let's do this one.
Okay. I think I'll my magic spell,
Yes.
which goes off
On a 10.
It's an 8.
My butcher's no longer. I'm going to roll 8 for a double 6. No.
So D3.
So,
So
2,
two,
strength
three.
5.
Yeah. So 2.
2 wounds. I'm on
Yeah.
1 wound left. And then you've got your full rank of Phoenix Guard, which is 7 plus the 1 for the champion, 8.
Is that full? It's 8 rank, isn't it?
So 8 attacks hitting on 3s.
Ooh, not great.
And then wounding on 4s, you only need to do 1 wound.
1 wound.
One wound, I'm dead. Now, do you want to overrun or stay where you are? So Rich is overrun with his
Phoenix.
Phoenix Guard, yeah. Oh, he gets a 9. So I'll just push him up for you if you don't mind, Rich.
Cheers. Yeah.
And then we'll get into the combat in the middle. Gorgia.
Do you want to do that? Yeah, okay. So, what initiative? Oh, you charged, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm initiative. Oh, actually, you'll be initiative 5. I'm 2. So even with my +3 for the charge, you're simultaneous.
Okay. So, how many attacks do I get?
Everyone in front rank gets 1.
Okay, that's what I was
So
just checking.
you'll get your 10 just as many. And you'll hit on 3s because I'm weapon skill low.
But I'll only wound you on 6.
Are you weapon skill 4?
Yes.
Are you, yeah,
Yeah.
right. So 3s then. And then 6s to wound.
3s? Oh,
Oh, look at them! Look at them 6s on the tier.
the dice are gone.
Oh, you get 1.
Yeah, it's not enough.
6 up regen. No, I fail it and go down to 1 wound. I've got 4 attacks. I hit twice. Rich is going to win this. And I wound twice, so that's 2 dead.
Yeah, light armour. So, yeah. So you've won by 1? Oh, no, because I've
You've
got close order.
order.
So it's a tie?
Yeah, he's the tie. Have you got a musician?
No, I've got no, just literally the 10 archers.
Right, okay, so we literally stay there.
Oh,
Yeah.
big one.
Silver Helms, you're going first.
So I've got 7 attacks to the knights because the champions are hitting you on.
Hitting me on 3s.
I can never remember.
Oh, that's not as good.
No, that's done me.
So it's 3 hits.
Wounding you on, what are you?
3, some toughness 4.
So 2 at -2.
Right, so that is the 1-on-1 wound dead, and the next one down to 2 wounds.
Okay, and then my 6 horses.
Yeah, 6 horses.
So these wait on 4s.
Yes.
And we'll wound
3
on
hits.
5s.
5 to win, yeah.
1.
1. 5 up. No. So you've done total of 3 wounds.
Yeah.
I've got 6 great weapon attacks striking back. I hit you 4 times,
Yeah.
and an armor bane at -3 and a -2 for another normal one.
So I've got a 5 up and a 6 up because they're 3 up normally.
Yes.
So the 5 up. No. 6 up. No.
Okay, so that's 2 dead that way. So, Rich, do you want to count the combat res?
So I did 3 wounds, close order, a banner, and charging in the rear.
Yeah.
2 for the rear.
Yes, so that's a total of 7. I've got banner and BSB. I did, 2 wounds?
Yep. Oh, I've not taken off yet, actually.
And I've got close order. So I've got basically a loss by 2.
Yep.
With the general's leadership is 9, I fall back in good order.
Do you not get to re-roll it? So you banner.
I don't really want to.
Ah, okay.
It could only result. Yes, I could. You're always striking first. Right?
Yeah.
It could just result in me running,
Right, okay.
and I'm not into that. So I fall back 2d6 and auto regroup.
Right, I've got gone.
So my pursuit move, I've moved my 6, and I could turn around to face the
Silver
Silver Helms. However, I'm 3 models, 3 unit strength. That's a 1 wound Gorger and 5 wounds of balls away from being at my break point, and Rich would win. Now, I reckon I could take the Silver Helms in the arse again. However, those spearmen having a load of static combat res, if I turn round and only get like my 2 ogres worth of attacks into them, I don't reckon with that static combat res I might be able to do something. So I'm going to stay facing the spearmen, and then Rich is going to choose to follow up or not.
I will definitely follow up because I count as charging, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it 3 dice because it's Swift Stride?
Yeah.
So these guys into the back of there. I'm in.
7. Yeah, definitely getting, because I went 6.
Like that? Or does it?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you just step up. And that is over into High Elves. So in the command phase,
Yep.
your turn 6, Rich.
Ooh.
Anything to do?
So the enchantment can be put on them, the 15-inch one.
Is that for the 5 up ward?
Yeah, the Shield of Sapphire. Yeah, target 18 inches. Yeah.
Right.
So on a 9.
No.
Oh,
Of course.
annoying.
Um,
And then
Any
they're
charges?
already, no, because they're already in there. So it's just going to be.
and that's because your spearmen can't wheel round
Yeah,
behind my unit, right?
I can't get into them. So these guys are just going to move 2.5 back.
Yeah.
These guys are going to march up 10.
Well, you can drilled if you
Oh,
go further into a column and then triple move.
No, I think I'm all right because I think I want to stay. If I get 10 is roughly to there, so I'm close enough to be doing something.
Yeah.
And then these guys are just going to try and turn around to see what shots I can get on those guys.
On the bulls.
Yeah, so let's do it like that. We'll
So that's 2.5, just wheel backwards.
Yeah, which is about there.
Yeah, cool.
I need your template.
You
'Cause
can
I'm not
have that
sure.
template if you want, Rich. The War Office. 45 degree.
Actually, yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, cool. Well, as I said a couple of times, the actual 45 degree arc is bigger than you'd expect with a lot of them.
2, 3, 4. I think there's only there's only
5
6
within
that
that
can see.
45.
Yeah, the 6.
Cool.
So, so I'll do my conveyance spell on them to give them the ethereal,
Just in case.
which I have passed on a 12.
Right. And then on to shooting phase.
So yeah, so I've got 6 archers who've moved and are at long range, just shooting at these guys. So hitting on 5s.
Yeah. So 3 hits,
But wounding on
5s. 2.
And 1's AP -1.
So that just does a wound. I've got another one that's a 6. No. So that kills my standard bearer.
Test for them?
And it's a test. So, a test.
Oh, you're in range.
I'm -1 because I'm below 50%
All right.
for panic. I still do pass though.
Yeah.
Because I'm in range of my general.
And I think it's combat.
Yeah. So where do you want to start?
Let's do this one.
So Rich, archers into him, into
So-
the Archer.
I've got 8 attacks. There's no champion.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s, wasn't it?
3.
Whoa.
Oh,
Finally. But wounding on
6s. 2. I've got 1 wound left and regen 6. No, the Gorger is down.
which is more big for not letting you do more wounds.
Now you can reform in any direction.
So just like that.
Yeah. And that will now put me over the stand and shoot range. So you can stand and shoot.
Yes. Yeah, which could be big.
Into the Iron Guts?
So I've got 5 attacks because the champion's in there hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Ooh.
So that's 3 hits.
And wounding on 3s. Oh.
Oh, Rich, that
1 at
kills
-2.
an Iron Gut. And then you've got your 4 horses into the other Iron Gut.
4s. And
5s?
5s. Yeah. No.
No. So
Not
I've got 3 attacks back. I don't hit.
So I did 1 wound,
Yeah.
a banner in close order.
And you've got 2 for a rear charge.
Yeah, 2 for the rear, so 5.
I've got a banner, a BSB in close order, so I lose by 2.
Okay, great time for some big rolls.
7. I pass my modified because my general's leadership is 9.
Yeah.
So I give ground, and I don't get to reform because it's not a fallback in good order. So
Right,
I
okay.
stay in that direction, and you can choose to follow up or not. So that is into my turn. Rich actually now only needs to kill 1 ogre to have broken me. Rich, do you know how far off I am on you?
Still quite a lot because you haven't killed anything since last time.
Well, I'm going to charge my ogre bull into your archers because
I'll stand and shoot.
I've got to do something.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So yeah, so these all just hit on 4s, won't they?
Yes.
Close range, but -1 for.
Yeah.
Oh, not
It's
enough.
3 hits.
Not enough.
It's enough to kill him.
It's not.
It still is. No, it's not.
So just 1 wound, isn't it?
Did you get a 6?
Armor bane. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's -1.
Oh,
So I've got a 6 up. No. So he's on 2 wounds left, and that counts for combat res.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I get in.
Yeah. I'm just
And
going
I
to
will-
take him out of that if that's
yeah,
all right.
just going straight into the impact hits.
Yeah.
Impact hits, I do a wound. 1 dies at initiative 10.
Oh, we've got light armor.
Oh, you got light armor.
Oh, was it -1 for the impact hits?
No, only if it was armor bane. So
No, so 1 dead.
right, and then your initiative.
I'm gonna take
Oh, your initiative same as mine.
4. Yeah.
Well, +1 for your elven reflexes.
All right.
I'm
5.
5 on the charge.
Okay.
So
I think I've got
have a go at
7
doing 2 wounds.
with 7 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So hitting you on 3s.
Yes.
4 1s.
Full the dice. See, I saw the hits, you saw the ones. You know, it was a ridiculous amount more more ones than hits.
Nothing.
4 attacks.
2.
2 hits. And
1.
1 wound.
At minus
Minus nothing.
Oh.
Because it's an additional hand weapon.
6 up. No.
No. So I've done 2 wounds. You've done 1.
And I've
You've got close order. I don't have it because I'm a single model now.
Yep.
So what, you've done 1 wound, close order.
And you've done 2 wounds.
I've done 2 wounds, and you've not got a musician, have you?
No.
This is why you need musicians, Rich. All mine have died, so it doesn't help me, but could be helping you.
So is that a stalemate?
Yeah, that's a stalemate, and you counter charging into the back of the iron guts that you've locked in place for like 4 rounds now.
Yeah. So my 5 attacks. Do I get my lancers then now if I'm still charging?
No, because I
Followed
gained
up.
ground,
Yeah.
so you don't counter charge.
So hit on 3s.
Yes.
But now I'm only wounding on 5s. So strength 3, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh,
2, but no AP.
5s. So that's 1, and I've got my regen that I've been forgetting about. I'm fine.
Right.
From the banner.
And then the horses.
Yes.
1. And wounding on 5s, I think, again. No.
So my iron guts back. 1 hit. 1 wound.
So I've got my, what minus was it?
-2 because it's a great weapon.
So I've got a 4 up and then I've got my 5 up
Yeah,
from my spell. So 4 up. Oh, good.
loves it. I can't believe I've been forgetting my regen the entire time.
So I've just got, no one did any wounds. So I've just got close order in the flank, I think. Oh, rear.
The rear, yeah. And you've got a banner.
Oh, yeah, 4.
So I've got a banner and a BSB and close order. So you won by 1.
Yep.
Wabah! So I give ground again, and I can't turn round, and then it's into your turn.
So I want to stay
Yeah,
where I am and charge you.
Do you want to follow up?
How far did you go? Just a couple?
2.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't want to follow up.
No, I want to
because then you
charge
get
in my
charge.
turn.
Yeah, ridiculous.
To do with my, sorry.
So Rich, into your turn, command phase.
So these got, so enchantments. So that
5 up ward.
I'm going to do the 5 up ward on them. I can't remember if it's an 8 or a 9. It's off.
Yeah, fated. No.
No, so they've got the 5 up. So these are going to charge in. I won't roll because.
Fear test. I now outnumber you.
Ooh, right, okay.
Leadership test. Well, just roll it. See if it matters. You've got Valor of Ages. So they pass. They fail the leadership test and just stop there like idiots. Remaining moves, Rich.
Well, these guys are just going to
Spearmen,
shuffle sideways. So, hang on, I'm being silly.
Was this? You're going 2.5 sideways.
Yeah, I was measuring from the wrong place, so just to there.
Yeah.
These guys are going to.
Your archers. Well, you're just going to step back a little bit.
Well, I'm just seeing if I need to. I think
you're going to have to because
they're going to do a 2.5-inch wheel, so they can do more
just keep
shots.
them in arc. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll go so like that.
Yeah. The Phoenix Guard.
Phoenix Guard were going to come up round here, but I think they're just going to move up behind these guys now.
Really?
Well, the thing is, you're going to be able to charge me next turn.
I'm going to be able to charge like the spearmen or archers.
Oh, so I suppose I
And
still
we'll
want
have to
come
see
up.
about the
Yeah.
archers. Oh, the
So
spearmen.
I need to drill, which I've never done in my life, but go into sort of a column and move.
Yeah. So it's a column that's deeper than you are wide. So the Phoenix Guard are in the column and now can move triple. So they can go.
So the wheel.
So that's 12.
Right. Okay.
And then 3.
Yep.
Something like that.
Okay. When can I go back again?
After declaring a charge and before any moves are made.
Right. Okay. So next turn, and my mage came out, and
Ooh, where do you want to position?
we'll probably just move 5, can't I?
Yeah.
So we'll just probably tuck it.
Make sure you've got line of sight if you're going to use a magic missile.
Ooh. Could be struggling there. Oh no, because if I go there, yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. You're literally
I think it's
anywhere
seen
that's
through
not
me.
right behind that.
Yeah, I was thinking about the base. And I'm going to do my
Make people appear.
my convenience is only on myself.
Oh, that's fine though, right?
You take some wounds, I guess.
Yeah, so Richard's got Vortex, so he's going to play, like, you're going to cast the spell first.
Oh,
Rich.
yeah,
You're still
that
getting ahead of
helps.
yourself, mate.
It's on a 9. So
He
yeah, it's
gets
on a
it.
12.
13.
Alright.
Is it on a 12? Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
because I'm level 4.
Double 6? No.
So I'm just going to literally put it in the middle of that, or like that, so it's touching 4 of them.
Cool. Cool.
I will rest it if that's okay. On
Yeah,
Phil's
go for
models.
it. Phil's models. So shooting the rest of them.
Yeah. So
Bowman.
I think they're all in arc, aren't they? But there's no
Yeah.
one.
So we
Well, there's a couple within
within the 15 shot range.
2. So 2 will hit on 4s and the rest will hit on 5s.
Yes.
So on 4s, 1, and then
5s.
take that. Oh,
Oh, you've used up a lot of them 5s there.
but wounding on 6s
5s.
or 5s. Yeah, and 6s are.
I mean, yeah, strength 3, toughness 4. None. Excellent.
Right.
Right, so
It's combat.
the one ogre that strikes last now because I didn't charge,
Yep.
you will go first with what, 6 dudes?
6 dudes hitting on 3s.
Yeah, because you're an elf. Oh, rich. So you got 3 hits. You need 5s to wound. Rich. I'm striking back. I'm a champion.
2 hits.
So 2 hits and 3s to wound. So I'm strength 4.
Minus.
Minus
I think it was
armor
minus.
bane 1. So
Oh, so 1.
No,
Oh, 2's dead. Yeah.
yeah. So you've got close order, no wounds.
Yep.
I've done
2 wounds.
2 wounds, so you lose by 1 now.
So leadership 8, so down to 7. Oh, good.
Right. And we just stay there into my turn.
Yep.
So Ogre, turn 7. I'm going to charge my big gut star. See, I'm going to charge the spearman because it's pretty much the only thing of worth that I can charge. So I'm going to charge Richie's spearman.
Who will hold.
Yeah, who will hold. I don't outnumber him, so there's no fear effects. Wabah! I get a...
Oh, you've got to do your terrain.
I'm about to as soon as I move,
Yeah.
right? So I've got 4 in the terrain, and I've moved I'm gonna move 9.
Yep.
4 in the terrain. Love it.
Yep.
Don't take any wounds, and then we'll get with the 9-inch move as
I'll let you do it.
maximised as we can.
But I don't think it's relevant.
We've maximised the units. Just my tyrant and 1 musician of the Ironbreakers is in. Right. Well, that's that. Combat. Rich, you strike first into my ogre ball.
So I've just got 4 guys now, hitting
Yes.
on 3s. Oh, that's a bit better.
3 hits.
5s.
Come on, Rich. I've got 4 attacks back. I hit twice. 3s.
So 1's dead and 1 6 up?
Yes.
No. So you've done 2 and I've got close order again. Is that the same?
Yeah, essentially.
So I'm on a 7.
Yes.
Yep.
So you love it? Oh my god. So I charged over 3 inches, so I get impact hits. The boss, his impact hit at strength 5. Yeah, 1. But you get your armor saves.
So just a 5 up because it's light armor and shields. Oh.
The one musician wounds with armor bane 1, I believe. Does it anyway? I don't even have to check whether it was armor bane 1 now. Right, into the combat. Rich, I'm initiative 5, I believe.
I'll be the same as well because I'm 4.
Well, you're 4 plus
And mine.
1 for your elf,
Yeah.
plus 1 for the spear, so you're initiative 6.
What did they give you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you are charged.
Winner.
Yeah. Oh, but I get obviously plus initiative for charging.
I was going to say.
So my lord is going to go first.
Yep.
So before I do this, Rich, do you want to...
I'll challenge with my champion.
So I think the smart thing to do would be to accept with my champion and replace my bellower
Yep.
with the champion. I'm going to accept with my tyrant though. 'Cause
Okay. He might do more wounds.
I think we're there anyway. I think we're at that anyway. So I've got 5 attacks into your champion. I hit 5 times and squash him 4
Say,
times.
what's the AP?
-2.
Oh, yeah.
And each one of them is going to do D3 wounds. So I get the 6 combat res.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll put a 6 next to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Then who's next?
Now it's all of your attacks.
Yeah. So because one guy stepped forward, he won't get to go, will he? In the second round.
No, so I just leave him there for now.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because miss.
So Rich has 11 attacks.
hitting on 3s.
3s, because I'm an ogre. And you're an elf. That was good. He's getting all stabby now.
But I'm only strength 3.
Toughness 4.
So 5s.
Yeah, 5s. Right, please do me in.
Only 3.
Oh. Right, so I've got a 5-up save, a 5-up regen. 5-up save, 5-up regen, and that's game, Rich.
Of course, yeah, sorry, I've just tweaked. Sorry, I was just about to say I need to charge him next turn, but I forgot to do it. I killed one last turn, didn't I? I forgot about
Yeah,
it.
that is the ogre that takes me below 25%, and Rich has held because the spearmen
Just stood around.
Yeah,
But-
they stood around. And we'll catch everyone in the outro. So that was the end of our game.
Epic.
Cut off straight away. I bet you weren't expecting that when my gut star ran into the spear.
No, well, to be honest, I hadn't really paid attention to what the mission was at the start, so I was quite surprised when I realised how close I was, but then I missed it a couple of times.
Yeah, because all you had to do was like the 2 wounds to the bull and done.
Yeah, I thought it would have to be the next turn. I thought I'd have to get the guy on his own. I hadn't realised I killed as many of those. So yeah, please, because you weren't far off getting stuck into me and ruining me.
Yeah, well, I think it highlights one of the things about fantasy. The large iron gut star that I had just moving down the centre of the table, by just pinning it in place like really well positionally.
Lovely.
And even the spearmen just standing there, and all they did until they killed that one guy was meant I couldn't turn around to face the silver helms.
Yeah.
And that just pinning me for so long, and that like you could then whittle down at the back. The Phoenix Guard went from, oh, these are going to do nothing all game to
actually,
like, well,
they would have killed the other ogre probably the next turn.
Well, they, in terms of unit strength killed, which is like what this game is all about, they doubled their unit strength killed.
Yes, yeah.
And they also removed a cannon, and they removed like the 24-inch range strength 5 AP -2 lead belchers.
And
another unit away all game.
Yeah, they
and the butcher.
Yeah, the butcher.
Also, they tripled because that was the butcher as well. I know he was killing himself. but yeah, I think it just shows that the tactically positioning beats the Death Star.
The power. Yeah. Well, that and a bit of luck. Or a lot of luck.
I won when I killed the swordmasters, like 12 of them in one go. That I think the point where I could say you had the good luck and I had the bad luck ended.
Yes. Yeah.
I think the luck was very 50-50 all game, and actually, positionally, you ended up playing it better.
I'll take that.
There we go. The biggest compliment on channel.
It's better to be born lucky than talented. That's the.
So the opposite of what I just said. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed coming on.
Oh yeah, no, it's my second game. And I have to say I do like it.
Yeah.
Even though the first one was against Phil, it was a good game.
Yeah, you didn't immediately run for the hills.
But no, good. No, impressed.
So hopefully you guys at home enjoyed this High Elf versus Ogres game. If you did, let us know which army you enjoyed. Like, not the person of more, but which one should I emphasise to put on the channel more. If you liked either of them, it will let me know that you want to see more fantasy content, and just give me a bit of prioritisation when I'm like arranging games. So with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.